Planning? Do you like to plan? More about that right after the intro. Welcome to the Day One Journey, episode 522. Ching. Yeah! So, what about you? Do you like to have plans? Do you like to plan your life? To have a vision and work on it as a plan so you can execute and accomplish your dreams? Well, I sure do. I like to plan. I like to do the research. I like to sometimes stop and reflect about my life to see what I accomplished so far. And then I realize what I want to do more. And yes, I want to plan so I can create my future. And as I shared with you in the last episode, I think going to a Vipassana retreat is a good opportunity to step back and reflect. And for me, when I reflect about my life, I do that because I want to realize what I want. I want to understand what I want to do in the future. That's why I want to plan. And I want to put the energy there as well. And when I was in the Vipassana retreat, I was there for a reason, as I showed you. I was there to practice the ability to cut off the thoughts that are not helpful for me. And I wanted to do that, and I still want to do that, because it enables me to focus on what I want. And part of that is what I want to do in the future. So I want to be able to cut off the distracting thoughts that I sometimes have, so I can focus on what I want to do also in the future. However, in the Vipassana retreat, we were practicing letting go of these kind of thoughts so we can focus on the now, on the present moment. And the thing I found to be a little bit even bothering was they never talked about the future. They sort of ignored the concept of the future completely, as if it doesn't exist. Like we were practicing acknowledging our thoughts, whatever they were, and then letting them go and focusing again on the present moment. And when people were asking them questions, the instructors, they sort of ignored even the concept of the future. And I didn't get that completely. I just didn't understand, because let's say in the temple, they had a schedule. So if you follow a schedule, or if you create a schedule, you need to think about the future to an extent. You need to think about tomorrow, when you're going to eat, or who are the people that you're going to meet, or when you're going to meet them. You need to think about the future, at least to an extent, at least for a specific period of time. And they never talked about that, because the goal was always thinking about the now and in the present moment. In the next episode, I will share with you how I sort of solved this conflict. But back to you. Give yourself a few minutes today and ask yourself how often you think about the future. Just give yourself a few minutes today. Raise the level of self-awareness about how often you think about the future. And yes, do it today. And of course, have an amazing day one. See you tomorrow.